Hi, it's Lee from the Japanese Water Gardens. This is part 7 of my series of short videos detailing the construction of a new quarantine system. In previous videos, we built plywood tanks with concrete bases, waterproofed them with fiberglass, and then installed a filter and pipework system. All was progressing well, and then the world gets tipped on its head. COVID-19 virus rips through and we go into lockdown. The Prime Minister is at death's door. Shooting video and posting on YouTube was the last thing on my mind. So please accept my apologies for the delay with this video. The good news is we did manage to complete the work and we were able to get a shipment of koi through in the nick of time before the airports closed. Before the fish arrived, the filter needed to be finished off. The middle chamber of the filter is going to act as a mechanical and biological filter. I cut out a disc-shaped insert out of a sheet of plastic media tray. It was screwed down to the bottom of the chamber to hold it firmly in place. Around the edge I applied a bead of silicone. This will make sure that none of the 200 litres of K1 micromedia can migrate into the next chamber. I then fastened down 2 air stones securely to the tray with cable ties. These will be used to agitate the K1 when cleaning. I then made up a simple 110mm pipework matrix filled with tiny holes. This is going to allow the water in from the first tank into the centre of the K1 media. The K1 tends to float for weeks after going in, so to speed up the process of maturing it, I treated it to a dose of potassium permanganate. Apparently, this helps to strip off the surface residue. The final chamber is filled with Japanese filter matting. This will serve as a great biological bed for the bacteria to thrive and multiply. The bacteria break down the ammonia and nitrites, keeping the water fit and healthy for the fish. To keep the water topped up in the system, I fitted a ball cock to the first chamber. Whenever we have done a water change, fresh water will come in and top it off. The front of the system was then packed with more of the loft insulation. Insulation is critical in order to minimize heat loss. We then boarded up the front and painted it with a white finish. Each of the tanks has its own air supply. I ran a length of speed-fit plumbing pipe across the roof and teed into this with a pipe dropping down into the centre of each tank. The speed-fit pipe works great for this and it is not at all expensive. When new koi arrive at the store, they will often be restless and jump for several days. So down the front of the system, I made up some nets out of pipe fittings. They just drop down into the clips and rest on the top. Before the big day arrived, we just had to do some last minute tidying up. I was expecting a big opening ceremony with a fanfare of trumpets, but actually it was just me, social distancing and doing my bit to see off the virus. Take care, and I will see you again in a few weeks with an update and a guided tour of the now working quarantine. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like what you see, post some comments, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's bye for now from Lee at the Japanese Water Gardens.